Welcome to Get Your Digital On, where life is tech and tech is life, and I'm not quite the Dragon Con geek yet because the costumes, they don't fit well with the Gucci. So Kanye West took to Twitter recently with a barrage of tweets leading Mashable to write an article titled Kanye West and How Twitter Has Changed the Way We Communicate. One of his tweets read, "I wish I could talk to every hater face to face and change their opinion of me one conversation at a time. Kanye, I wish, as rich as you are, you get that spell check on that iPhone or BlackBerry or whatever you use." Another tweet read, "These tweets have no manager, no publicist, no grammar checking. This is raw." No, Kanye, this is, in your words, the grammar of a college dropout. ThinkGeek, a must-site for tech heads, posted the sale of the Nerf Long Strike sniper rifle. This cubicle battle tool is said to shoot up to 35 feet. Feel free to buy one. Just don't come my way. I'm real Brooklyn with the Nerf artillery. Salon.com reports the revolt of the six-figure Wall Street coders. The problem seems to be programmers are only being paid in the low six figures, while their bosses at Goldman Sachs or trading firms like GYDO make millions applying their software. Where I come from, there's a name for that. Everything you always wanted to know about tech but were afraid to ask. My showstopper today, Apple's attempt at a social network for music. My Mission Impossible on bookmarks and beyond. We'll talk to James Andrews in my company spotlight about Jane Fonda and his iPad, these data bites, and my last call for alcohol. Get your digital on, now, right now, on Fusebox TV. Welcome to Get Your Digital On. All this technology, where life is tech and tech is life, and I know the biggest issue in tech in the last decade. We here at Get Your Digital On would like to know. Today's showstopper comes from Apple, who has now officially entered the social networking space with a product called Ping. Ping is available with a download of iTunes version 10 and connects you with users and, Apple says, musicians with like taste to share, chat about, and of course purchase music from the iTunes Music Store. There is, however, to no surprise of us here at Get Your Digital On, an entire movement dedicated to downgrading back to iTunes 9. I say, even as a showstopper, this is a real stretch for Jobs & Co. I wish you luck, because there's already been a place to share and talk about music for some time now. More on Apple Ping at apple.com. For my company spotlight this week, my friend and colleague James Andrews stops by Fusebox TV to discuss Everywhere, a social media agency he founded that handles Jane Fonda, Macy's, and Lexus for a start. Correction, great start. Let's take a look. Get Your Digital On company spotlight. I got my main man, good friend of mine. I really want his iPad, but Mr. James Andrews, man, thanks for coming up, man.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
So James has a company called Everywhere. Can you just explain to us what Everywhere is?
We live everywhere, right? We're in an economy where media has created an environment where your brand, your face, your message can be literally everywhere. So myself, two partners, Danica Campbell and Tamara Nectel, came together, decided to build a business, looked at the social media space, looked at the way big brands were allocating their advertising spend, looked at the world of paid media and earned media, and said, you know what, I think we have an opportunity. We have a shot to be a player and a consultant to companies, and we created Everywhere exactly a year ago, actually, this week, and it's been phenomenal.
Talk a little bit about your clients.
Yep, the best. Let me tell you, we're very thankful. We've been in business 1 year. Started this company with two partners, Danica Campbell and Tamara Nectel. And we've been fortunate. We started this business. I was at a big agency called Ketchum and worked with a bunch of big brands. and I wanted to have the same, opportunity to work on big business. I didn't want to just work on, smaller clients. I wanted, as a small player, to work on big business. And so we're fortunate enough to have, I would say, some really top tier clients. One of which is Macy's. It's been a great client for us. We started off doing something called Path to Peace. Women in Rwanda that make baskets and sell them on Macy's.com. Well, they had run out of opportunities to sell those things and to position that story in traditional media. We came along and used bloggers, used mom bloggers, ambassador program to move baskets for the women in Rwanda. The second project we started working on is the Culinary Council. We work with 15 top chefs, Marcus Samuelson, Kat Cora, a bunch of really, really well-known chefs. And the whole idea is let's put butts in seats. So we actually use social media to drive foot traffic into Macy's retail stores. We also work with Jane Fonda, been a friend of mine, been an amazing project to work on. We also worked on a really, really interesting company called PGI. They're a telecom company. They do web conferencing services. We were actually doing some really good things with them to position them at South by Southwest in Austin. And we had a really successful week out in South by Southwest. So we got some really blue chip clients. We got some celebs. We're fortunate enough to be building a smart business today.
Now, speaking about the social media space, I know that you was the person and you guys were the people to convince Jane Fonda to tweet from the Tonys. Just talk a little bit about, I don't know, I guess I want to say then and now.
Actually getting her to tweet from the Tonys was the second thing we did with her that was we need to convince her to do. The first was actually getting her to tweet from her bed, the Oscars.
Right.
And so from her bed, she actually live tweeted the Oscars. And she's 72 years old. Before I started working with her, she had never actually used Google. She used Google one time, I think it was.
Wow.
So I've taken her a very long way. I've taken her to a place where she understands that social media is a world of sound bites. It's a world of miniature conversations that drive traditional media. And so Jane Fonda is a woman who can say a lot. She has a lot to say on her mind. And I've sort of shown her how to add color commentary to life. So not only is she commenting on the Tonys, she's commenting on Glee. The other night she actually sent a tweet and said, I watched Glee for the first time. That was dope. Now, everybody assumed I sent that tweet. I was like, no, that was really, really Jane Fonda.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank you for coming
Appreciate
out. This has been really great for the company Spotlight.
Appreciate the Spotlight.
I just want to let y'all know that he got Jane Fonda saying dope. Get your digital on.
This is James Andrews, Atlanta, Georgia, Los Angeles, California, Oakland, California, New York. I represent all those places. I'm with Everywhere, social media marketing, content development. Get your digital on. It's real. It's going down.
More on Everywhere at beeverywhere.tv.
Hey, Daddy-O. My name is Melanie, and I have trouble saving bookmarks when I switch computers or web browsers. I have no way to keep them all in one place. Can you help?
Melanie, of course I can help. Social bookmarking is the way to go, which means you'll store all your bookmarks on the web, so when you switch computers or web browsers, your bookmarks stay in one place. The service I use and have used for some time now is called Delicious. Sign up is super easy, and I'd encourage you to stop by my Delicious page to get more help on social bookmarking. So whether you're buying a Nerf gun, a fan of Jane Fonda, or socializing your bookmarks, it will be best if you get your digital on. Last call, Fusebox TV.